have an array of emotional regulation techniques, you would rarely go into depression and you would have very little symptoms of anxiety, if at all none. We all know the goal of emotion regulation is mainly to minimize suffering. I mean emotional suffering, or to totally eradicate emotional suffering. In this episode, we will be delving into those abilities that will make us see, think, and act from a perspective where you can get possibilities, options, and alternatives on how best to enhance your emotion regulation. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Habiba. I am a registered mental health and substance use nurse. I also specialize in global mental health, and this platform is mainly to promote mental health and well-being across the globe. Welcome, it's PMH by Abby again, and today's episode promises to be informative as always. Among the 5 things I have listed to help promote your emotion regulation techniques will be number 1, disengagement in denial. Well, most individuals do not understand how to express their experience using emotion words. Rather than say you're sad, you say you're weak. They're not the same thing. Or when you feel anger, you say, oh, I am just tired. No. It's important to use the appropriate emotion words when you really feel you're ready to apply emotion regulation. And this is because you need to acknowledge that you experience this emotion even though you don't understand it. That's okay. When you are able to acknowledge it, it helps you to be able to also embrace it totally and accept it for what it is. When you express sadness, that means you're communicating a need. So if you are saying something else, like for example, you're saying you're weak when you're actually sad, the need you're experiencing, the need you are expecting back will not be that need because you've said it in a different way that does not align with your emotion. It's just like saying you go to the hospital and you tell your doctor a particular sign and symptoms you're experiencing. The doctor will work based on whatever you say to give you your diagnosis. So if you say the wrong words that you're experiencing to the doctor, you're likely to get a wrong diagnosis if it's not clear enough, and that will lead to a wrong treatment. So basically, that's what that part is talking about. My next on my list is viewing failures as part of your growth and success steps. Your perception about your failures goes a long way to affect how much input and how much performance you're going to make out of these emotional regulation techniques you're delving into. So it's very important to remain and maintain a positive self-concept around your failures. So the third on my list is to apply a daily creative routine on self-care. This can include regular exercise, meditation, self-reflection, and even monitoring your sleep, ensuring that you're having adequate sleep. You can check my past video on unlocking the power of sleep. So in essence, when you practice all of these self-care routine, you're going to be helping yourself to promote your emotional calmness. And you can imagine when you're already getting set for that and trying to still apply emotion regulation, you're definitely going to get positive results and outcome at the end of the day. The next on my list will be trying to stop overthinking and overanalyzing. I get it. You have so much strong negative emotions. I mean, it's very common among individuals with borderline personality disorders, narcissistic personality disorders, and all of the likes. But the thing here is, if you can stop and start reframing, you're going to help yourself to interpret things in the positive sense. That is making, not that you're making excuses for them, but you're trying as much as you can to understand the pattern or the behavior or the situation or the event in the positive light, which will help your emotions and your mind to be much more lighter. It's as good as doing mindfulness. So you're already preparing yourself even before getting into it, but it's better to have this in mind that this is how things work, and this is how I want to do it, and this is how probably I'm going to meet it when I start doing these techniques. So the last on my list will be guess. You guys should guess. I'm going to stop this moment because I want you all to subscribe. You're watching this, I'm giving you lots of valuable information. Can you do me a favor, please, while we pause at this moment for you to subscribe? Thank you. I'm waiting. Subscribe, please. Thank you. So the last on my list is wearing a half smile. This is usually done by relaxing the facial muscles and gently bringing the corners of the mouth, like you turn the corners of your mouth upwards. So it's popularly known as the Mona Lisa smile. Usually it's basically to master a gentle, non-threatening expression. I get it. You might say, okay, are you telling me you're pretending to be happy when you're not? No, you're not also suppressing negative emotions. It's just mastering that gentle, facial, non-threatening expressions. And the good thing here is we all know that feelings can actually influence our facial expressions, but the reverse is also true according to research supported by the facial feedback hypothesis. So you can try that because virtually most of us who work in areas around services, I'm talking of customer services, hospitality, anything that has to do with services, we usually wear a smile to attend to our clients. So if you can do that, probably there's a good reason around that. So why not apply it to yourself as well to get that good reason? Remember, when you do this, you're only inducing a sense of calm and peace amidst the emotions you're feeling or crisis you're in. It's only going to do you good. Try it. Those are my 5 things you could do to promote emotion regulation. If you can practice all of these even before starting, you're good to go. You're definitely going to get a positive outcome at the end of the day. Thank you all for watching. It was such a good time chatting again. I hope to see you all in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment in the comment section, whatever comments you have or you want to contribute, that would be great. Thank you all. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye bye.